actually know where to start this video. Hi guys, so I thought that I would, because I want to come back obviously to YouTube, and obviously as you would have seen from my video last week, I wanted to come back and I explained what had been happening and stuff. Unfortunately there is a big gap in between that video and this video. As you see, my hair has changed. Unfortunately we had to put Tigerlily down, and yeah, unfortunately she had a stroke which paralysed her back legs completely. We were downstairs, we were upstairs, and she was downstairs, and we just heard this awful meowing, and she was sort of crawling about. Mark went down to check on her, and apparently she was crawling about, and I went down, and she'd managed to get to her little strawberry. She was just in there, she was in agony. At the time we didn't know what had happened. We thought maybe a door had slammed on her, or something had fallen on her when she'd been outside, or something like that. So this was Sunday. We'd had a week off. We'd been on holiday. This was the last day of the holiday, and it was Sunday, so we rushed her to our emergency vet, which we'd never been to before. And they basically gave her an injection because she was in a lot of pain, like sorry, there's a bag in the way, a really, really heavy injection to stop the pain, because she was in an enormous amount of pain. They then took her away to examine her as they waited for the painkillers to kick in. I mean, you met Tigerlily, she was feisty and did not like to be interfered with, so I think she was getting a bit scratchy when they were trying to look at her, so they did give her something to really, really calm her down. And the vet came back in and basically said that she'd had effectively a stroke that completely knocked out her back legs, but she was in agony and that they were cold. She basically said that it was due to a blood clot, and in all honesty right now I can't remember the name of the condition because it's still kind of sinking in. But yeah, she basically said that there is treatment, but in her 20 years of being a vet it had never been effective she'd ever seen, and even if it worked it was for a minimal amount of time, sometimes months, but most likely days, and they'd be back having another stroke or another episode or another something that put them back into the vets. The entire process would have been agony for her, and she wouldn't have walked again, like her back legs were gone, and we were faced with the decision whether to go forward with her being in a lot of pain and continue to put her in that pain for a minimal chance. And now that I say it, I feel like maybe I should have done, like honestly I am like, should I have done that? But she was in so much pain and she never would have walked again. And you met Tigerlily, like she was out and about, she was feisty. I don't think I could have done it to her. I couldn't have done it to her. She was miserable. But we had to make the decision whether to keep her in this pain or to put her out of it. And when you're faced with a decision like that, I never thought it was a decision that I could make. I never thought it would be a decision that I could make. But we did choose to put her out of her misery and her pain because it was too great. She was a tiny cat, she was the runt of the litter, and apparently she will have had, or did have, an underlying heart condition. I asked the vet, is there anything we could have done? Was there any symptoms? Was there anything? He said there are no symptoms until something happens. You wouldn't have known until something happened, and obviously something happened, and it was awful. I am pretty much cried out, even though I can feel tears brimming now. I don't think I can cry anymore, but apparently I can. Mark is devastated. He didn't want to be part of the video. I don't think he could have talked about it, so yeah, because I do want to come back to YouTube, and obviously I do tell you guys everything. You are a part of my life and you do watch what I do, and you guys love Tigerlily. She was in pretty much every video in some way, unless we were out and about. So the absence of her would, I see you guys would have a lot of questions, so family is one less. She's the three of us now. Charlie has coped amazingly. She still looks for her, and I don't know whether I caught it on camera, but she used to jump at the door, probably did at some point, and she used to hang off the love heart I have on the door. And with the wind at the moment, if you're here in the UK, it's so windy. It bangs on the door, and the first time it happened, I thought for a second, like, oh, she's at the door, and I think Charlie did too, because she sort of jumped up. But she's coping, as we all are. But she's done well. She's okay. It all happened so fast. This all happened in the space of like 2 hours, maybe 3. And just everything changed. I never thought we'd come back without her. But I don't know. I mean, some people might completely disagree with me, and that I should have done everything I could to put her through the treatment. But knowing her and how much pain she was in, and how much pain the treatment would be, and that she would never walk again. She would always be paralysed. She would always be in pain. It just, to me, for this type of cat she was, no, I couldn't do it to her. She was the fluffiest, loveliest, biggest love bug, menace, pain in my backside, amazing cat, and life is not the same without her. She was truly just such a live fire. I will see you guys later, and thank you for watching this, and because I know you guys loved her too. She was crazy. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.